Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Okay, and she tweeted, she said, I wish you would stop manifesting RG3 on my son. Words are powerful, and that's all that's talked about. Prayer hand. Okay, and you know your boy RG3 got something to say, and he tweeted.
Robert. There's been a sighting of Robert.
And he says, I have always supported Jayden Daniels and want nothing but the best for him. Being QB1 in Washington, D.C. comes with an intense spotlight that I know well. You love your son, and that's the real fans do too, and the real fans do too. I want a long, healthy career for him. He will always have my support. So when we talk about this, Mama done said something. Don't be putting that RG3 mojo on my son, because I want him to have a long career. But Cam, this is what the pressure is on the Commanders. Are they protecting their prized possession?
That's the big question, man. Because when you have somebody as talented and has shown what Jayden Daniels is capable of, you have to protect the biggest investment in that whole franchise.
Yeah.
And this is the thing. You go out and you sign Terry McLaurin to a long-term deal. That was good. You go out, you get you a left tackle, trade for him, or you got him in free agency, or however you acquired him. You bring guys like Deebo Samuels. All right. But this is where the rubber meets the road. It comes down to really Cliff Kingsbury being able to protect him. And that's through schematics.
All right.
Now, when you look at the optics of who Jayden Daniels is and what he presents and what he poses as threat or skill to opposing defenses, he's not a girthy type of guy.
Yeah.
Very slender, but very effective. What he was able to do last year proves that when you give him opportunities to showcase what he's capable of doing, he's well and capable of doing that.
Yeah, he can show out now.
If you see that, similar to what the Kansas City Chiefs has been able to do with protecting Patrick Mahomes over the years, we need a run game. We need a defense. And we need a very stout, and I mean heavy on a stout offensive line. If we don't have those things, you cannot protect your investment in Jayden Daniels. He's a star. But this is the thing that also ruffles my feathers, because sometimes people forget what other players were at one point in their career.
That's real.
RG3 was not a slouch. RG3 was not a bum. At one point, RG3 was that dude. Injury took place because a franchise or organization failed to protect the investment.
That's real.
Injury happened. And one thing that we know will happen as a member of the NFL, you're going to get hurt. In some way, shape, form. And when I mean hurt, that doesn't mean that you're going to have a season-ending injury. You're going to have something that's going to come in conflict of your career. These are things, it's a contact and collision sport. Therefore, nicks, ankle sprains, rolled in your ankle, man, your shoulder soreness, man, your elbow, concussions, man, you get your bell rung, your back a little tight, hamstrings hella sore. Oh my goodness, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. But while you are injured or hurt, there's a difference. We have to make sure it's not on our behalf, as our plan is to protect you. With Austin Eckler being injured and out for the season, that impacts the plan.
That's right.
You trade away Robinson. Those dynamic duos last year took the stress off of Jayden Daniels. When you have the removal of those guys, now it goes back to the onus of Cliff Kingsbury to say, hey, what's the plan? Because when you're talking about protection, when you're talking about really building a shield, not just physically around him, building a shield of protection where he doesn't have to feel the stress of needing to take over a game. He wants to take over a game, and it naturally will happen for him to make plays in the game.
Yeah.
You do it with a stout offensive line, offensively, and a running game.
So we have to talk about the offense that Cliff Kingsbury runs versus, under center or in the gun. And I know, and Cam, tell me the correlation really between that, like with protecting your quarterback, and then what offense might be better to keep your quarterback safe? And I don't know if it's a clear indication, which one, but let's really like dive into being under center or in the gun.
Right. That's a great question. So for us, some would say, well, put Jayden Daniels under center, even though that, you may have major impact, and we can label this football 101 for the people, right? Putting the quarterback under center, you do have more pull or draw from the play action standpoint. You're able to have a more downhill running attack, all right? Now, when the defense or the offense sees, or let me say it one more time. When the offense is under center and the defense sees the quarterback turn his back to the defense, now the defense doesn't know really what's going on, right? Similar to this. Boom, I take a snap, boom. You don't necessarily know what the hell is going on.
Now, what does the gun, for the people that don't know, what does that motion look like?
I'm getting to that. So now in the gun, it's still, boom, you just ride it. Whoa.
Oh, my.
Paul. Slow down.
With the hand motion.
Right, you gotta wave this off. You gotta wave that off. Because Peggy, you said football 101. And I'm just trying to give you football innuendos of football terminology.
I thought it was just like,
you put the ball in the bread basket.
You gotta put the ball in, the running back's pouch to draw the defense closer.
Okay.
Now, the thing that you can get from under center is, the element of surprise, but also some would say, well, why don't you just go up on the center?
Yeah.
Because, if you go on the center, you lose the ability to do RPOs. That's the same thing.
And what does that stand for the people?
RPO stands for run pass option. Run pass option is where you call a pass play and you call a run play at the same time. Back in the day when I first came into the league, reading a defense was primarily only able to be done by zone reads. As the game has changed, now, boom, me just reading the defensive end and having a run option. If the defense shoots upfield, I'm going to hand the ball off. If the defense crash down or defensive end crash down, I pull it, right?
Yep.
Well, now we've changed that dynamic and said instead of reading the defensive end, I can now read this hook defender right here. If that hook defender is in a threatening position, boom, I'm going to pull it and throw the slant, the short 8, bang 8 right behind him. Or it may be if he's soft, boom, because we can account for that.
Yeah.
See, you have run reads, pass reads, or handoff reads, throw reads, right? It doesn't matter what defender that you're reading. Then you start to say, all right, well, if we want to read the nose tackle or the 3-tech, that's now a trap. Feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm trying to teach you something.
Come on, I'm trying to learn me something, brother.
People forget, like, I really played this football
Come on
game.
now, but break it down.
So if I'm literally putting it in the running back's bread basket, so to speak, and I can have a run pass option, now it won't be behooving of me to read a nose tackle or a 3-tech if I'm doing an RPO. Those type of run things, zone read, so to speak, can happen, but it's all run. So I hand it off, reading the nose tackle. If the nose tackle come at me, I hand the ball off. Now, boom, the same play, the nose tackle takes the running back, then I run. We've seen Jayden Daniels be able to do these type of things.
Correct.
So Cliff Kingsbury's philosophy is, yes, we want to be able to attack the defense with the element of running the football by way of RPOs. Some would say, well, put Jayden Daniels up under center in a more conventional and traditional offensive style. But that's not who Cliff Kingsbury is.
Yeah.
But you can't do any RPOs when you're down by 10 points, when you're down by 17 points. Why, Peggy? Because the RPOs, in order to be effective, you still have to have the element of the game where the defense thinks that you're going to run the football.
Yeah. Now, when you read in this coverage, in this RPO, when you got the ball in the running back's bread basket, how much time, put people in that aspect, how much time do you have to make the decision to give it off to the running back or
half of a second?
So it's like, boom.
When you come to the line of scrimmage, bro, you identify, and they use this terminology, body mannerisms.
Okay.
If he's leaning like this, but his eyes is over there, he might as well just be backing up.
Backing up mean going back in the coverage.
Going back in coverage.
Correct.
Now, if he's far, but then at the snap of the ball, he shoots down. That's almost like you pulling it and throwing it behind him.
Yeah.
And you only got a millisecond to boom.
Make this decision.
To make a decision.
Make a decision. There you go, bro. I got you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
All right, I ain't got no more flags to throw.
You feel me? But that's really what it is. So it all comes down to Cliff Kingsbury's plan to protect Jayden Daniels. And it has to be a stout offensive line and an effective running game.